bodies as well, which can explain why even full-grown men can get unexpected erections at the most awkward of times. While we're on the subject of erections, something else males should know about them is that one of the molecules associated with causing the penis to fill with blood, which is what causes erections, is nitric oxide. It does this to help with an erection. It's not that the guy finds the Pythagorean theorem sexy, although puberty can be a confusing time in someone's life. Let's now step away from the male reproductive system for a bit and focus on some other questions that need to be answered. One problem has plagued men for as long as humans have been around. Baldness. What causes men to lose their hair? And can anything be done about it? There are several factors that cause a man's hair to fall out. However, they continue their journey through the female reproductive system at a much slower speed. It's pretty much guaranteed that all 100 million sperm will die, as only one can fertilize the female's egg. That doesn't always happen. The time it takes from ejaculation to when the sperm reaches the egg can be anywhere from 30 minutes to 24 hours. Let's now step around the world. Another common problem that causes baldness is that some men's bodies are extremely sensitive to sex hormones called dihydrotestosterone, or DHT, which can lead to hair loss. For men who are sensitive to DHT, their hair follicles shrink over time until they stop growing. For men with baldness in their niches, what causes erections is nitric oxide. It does this by relaxing certain muscles in the groin and increasing arterial blood flow into the penis. This is pretty odd because nitric oxide works similarly to nitrous oxide, which is what doctors use as an anesthetic. So the male body causes the penis muscles to relax within the body by the cardiovascular system. The testosterone signals the voice box to undergo changes, allowing the voice to become lower and deeper. This happens due to the cartilage in the voice box growing in size and thickness. With larger vocal cords and more space for them to vibrate in, the pitch of the voice becomes lower. During puberty, the larynx itself is lower in health hazards. Here are some size-increasing methods that can be used with some effectiveness. Penis pumps are one way to cheaply increase size slightly. The premise behind a penis pump is that it uses suction to draw in more blood, thus making the sex organ bigger. An erection is just blood filling the penis tube. As long as the penis pump is used correctly, it's harmless. However, pumping or severely restricting the circulation of blood using a penis ring can have detrimental side effects that could warrant a trip to the emergency room. There's also stretching exercises that can be done to increase the penis size slightly. This is known as jelqing.
It's also made for a confusing dynamic, as Jeanette's character on iCarly was obsessed with food, constantly indulging in binge eating, which to her almost felt like a mockery of her real life. But again, nobody knew what Jeanette's mother was doing to her. Not only was she a malnourished child, but she also dealt with the same stresses of adulthood. But the one bright spot was the close friendship she formed with her co-star, Miranda Cosgrove. Unlike Jeanette, Miranda's parents never intended to force their child into the entertainment industry. An agent discovered Cosgrove at the Los Angeles Film Festival with her parents. Her mother, Chris, inspected the business card, but remained skeptical, so I had to try it out for myself just to see what he was talking about. So I go to their site, and there it is. You can get up to $300 with their cash advance feature. And the way that bills are relentless right now, I was just hoping this is true. So all I had to do was just download the Empower app. I had to put in a few personal details. And one thing that hit me that I could not believe was that there was no proof. Megan takes great pleasure in tormenting her older brothers.
What makes you think that I would have the baby?
Because you're a devious, twisted frogger.
Why, thank you, Drake.
While she appears sweet and innocent to adults, she is secretly always plotting elaborate schemes to outsmart Drake and Joe. That a parent or legal guardian be present at all times when a minor is working in the entertainment industry. Since Miranda's mom was always hovering around her on set, she kept her in check. In one instance, Miranda unintentionally ignored someone leaving her dressing room, and her mother made sure she acknowledged their presence and said goodbye. Miranda, Chris said sharply.
Why did you slap Gibby with a piece of pizza?
I found it on the floor. I wasn't gonna eat it.
However, the writers included a darker side to Sam, making her one of the most complex characters on the show. She can definitely be seen as problematic and borderline toxic at times, frequently resorting to physical violence, which could make her seem like a straight-up bully.
In elementary school, I just remember thinking, wow, I'm popular. All of a sudden, I don't think I was thinking about it too much. And I remember, like, the kid that I had a crush on who didn't know I existed all of a sudden talked to me. Like, it was, I think
horrors going on behind the scenes. In Jeanette's memoir that was released in 2022, she describes the grim experience working with the creator, which many have interpreted to be Dan Schneider. McCurdy wrote that the creator was mean-spirited, controlling,